Hello guys, welcome to Just for Women Africa, and my name is Wholly Kombucha, the founder of Just for Women Africa. And do not forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment at the end of the show, tell your friend who knows a friend about Just for Women Africa, and basically let everybody know about Just for Women Africa. And today on our table we have drinks. They're not drinks, they're actually called, what are they called?
Kombucha.
Kombuchas.
Yes.
And today we have the CEO of Wholly Kombucha, and today she's going to be on our show telling us about her products and how long she's been in business, the challenges, what is this with production, and the benefits of taking kombucha for your body, and basically the health benefits and the future for her company. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for having me.
You're welcome.
It's an
All
honor.
right. Okay, so tell us about yourself.
So, my name is Owusu-Sekyere. I'm a wife, of course, and a mother of two kids, two girls. I am the founder of Wholly Kombucha, which is one of the sister companies of my umbrella brand, which is Wholly Ever After. So, the goal and the mission of Wholly Ever After is basically just to empower individuals and families to take proactive part in their health and wellness. So what we're here to do is basically to provide you with the resources to be able to do so, be it through knowledge, which you'd find most of that on our website and also our Instagram page, or through the products, which is kombucha, and also a probiotic dairy beverage, which is kefir. So far, those are our two offerings under the Wholly Kombucha brand. And yeah, basically that's it about me.
Okay, that's a really nice profile. Okay, so tell us, how did you come about starting this business? I really love the bottles and the packaging. It's really nice. So how did you start about starting kombucha? So
how did Wholly Kombucha start? It's a very personal story, basically from a family that just values the importance of eating well and health and wellness. But for me, I just have to always give credit to the journey of discovering the power of probiotic foods through my first niece, who had a really bad case of eczema. So what happened was, she was born, and out of nowhere she just starts getting all of these bumps on her skin and all this itchy. And you know, I think we kind of got more serious about it when she go to school and come back and ask questions like, why is my skin different from everyone's skin?
No, that's
so yeah,
really,
that was very
sad.
The first time I heard that, I was actually very sad. So because of that, what we did was my mother started reading into it, and we tried so many things. We tried topical steroids, we tried so many injections and all of that, but the thing is, it will work for some time, but it wasn't sustainable. Eventually it will start to backfire. So that's when my older sister, who was my niece's mom, discovered probiotics. So the name probiotics actually came into our family through my older sister, and that's when we started doing more what are probiotic foods, more reading into probiotics individually and collectively as a family. So that's how we chanced on kombucha, read about the history of kombucha and what the essence of building a healthy gut was, because essentially lots of illnesses, lots of diseases stem from an inflamed gut. And that's what so many people may not know. So if you're to trace the root cause of many ailments, it's because of an inflamed gut. So once you're able to heal your gut, so many other things in turn, you know, get healed. So when we're able to unlock that for my niece, for me personally, at the time I had really bad acne. I know you wouldn't believe me, but it was horrible. And also really bad period pain. So it's kind of at the time I was in my early years of my undergrad, so it was kind of like, if this worked for my niece's eczema, let me also get into it. So I started drinking kombucha holistically also, and then my mom did, basically our whole family did. And for me, I saw great improvements in my skin and also in my really bad period pains that I used to have. So it never stopped. My sister ended up moving out of the country, but I also moved out of the country for school, and I worked I worked for some time before moving back home. So while I was there, I was just like constantly brewing my own kombucha and drinking it, introducing it to my roommates, my work colleagues, and everybody was testifying about it. So once I got home, My circle of friends have always known that I've been very particular about what goes inside my body. It all started from my vegan journey. I was vegan for 4 years. And then during this journey, that's when I discovered kombucha. I also discovered like natural alternatives to, you know, body skincare and all of that. So once I told people like, this is what I've been doing that has really helped me, everybody kind of jumped on board. So once I moved to Ghana, I was like, you know, I need to be able to offer this, because I feel like as women, acne is something that kind of just, I want to say, messes with our self-esteem a little bit. If you're going out there, like your confidence is boosted if you have nice skin. You know, if you don't always have to worry too much about covering it with makeup, you know, and also your period pain is something that's always bothersome, because it kind of like can mess up your whole schedule. So if that was able to free me of those two things that were really bothering me as a woman, I felt like that's something that so many people can connect to. So initially I would make it and say bring your own bottle. So I would make it, and then I didn't have bottles then. I wasn't really a full-fledged business then. I would make it and just say, I'll sell it to you for this amount, so bring your bottle and I'll fill it for you. Because I'm also very particular about eco-friendly bottles. So I just knew that I didn't want to jump into the business without getting to bottle it in glass. I just didn't prefer to bottle it in plastic. It's a personal preference. And also just because of the nature of kombucha, it's kind of counterintuitive if you bottle in plastic with BPAs and all of that when you're selling a health beverage. So once I garnered that interest in people, and people just started testifying about it, you know, I sat with my mom and I said, why don't we do this? Because I know, like, it's not something I've just read about, it's something I know that helps people. And so that was really like the birth of Wholly Kombucha. But I want to say that we really started full-fledged business early 2021. You know, part-time 2019, but I was a new mom then, just navigating the journey of motherhood. So it was kind of like a part-time thing for me, more of a hobby than an actual business. But right before COVID hit the whole world, we got our bottles and we just went in deep, and we've never looked back.
Okay, that's
we've
interesting.
Never looked back.
So whilst you were talking, you mentioned probiotic. Can you explain exactly what is probiotic? I mean, for our viewers out there who are not too into chemistry or into the science.
Absolutely.
Just give us a summary, breakdown. What's probiotic?
I would say at least 70% of your digestive system is made up of your gut. Okay, now in your gut lives bacteria. Both the good and the bad bacteria. So I know so many people are familiar with antibiotics, which is what we take when your body is exposed to an infection. So what antibiotics are meant to do is that they are meant to kill the bacteria that is causing the infection, so that you're well. Now what many people don't know is antibiotics aren't able to differentiate between the good and the bad bacteria. So antibiotics are just killing the bacteria. But in the process, but in the process they're killing the bad bacteria, right? But they're also killing the good bacteria. So constant exposure to antibiotics kind of like decreases the health of your immune system, because it's basically killing all of like both good and bad bacteria. But you need your good bacteria to build your immune system. So biotic is the bacteria. Now anti versus pro. So anti is what's getting rid of the bacteria. Pro is what is feeding the bacteria. But the good thing about pro, as the name suggests, is pro is only feeding the good bacteria. So everything that is said to be a probiotic drink is basically populating the good bacteria in your system. So basically this is what your products basically get to do. Precisely. You know. Precisely. So everything that is a probiotic beverage, a probiotic drink, is populating the good bacteria in your body, and in so doing building a healthy immune system so that your body can fight the diseases, so that you don't always have to end up dependent on antibacteria. So you find many people say that if you finish a antibiotic protocol immediately, or even during the process, get on probiotics, because the more you're taking antibiotics, the more the medicine is killing the good and bad bacteria. So in so doing, you're really weakening your immune system. So you need to get on everything that will populate the good bacteria, because you need the good bacteria to be more than the bad bacteria, so that you can build a healthy system. So that's what kombucha is doing. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, we've got to learn something new to know what exactly probiotics is. So now anywhere you are, you can now talk and say probiotic. I'm feeling everything. Okay, that's good. Okay, so Wholly Kombucha. Well, we all know what kombucha is. Can you tell us exactly how you came up with the name Wholly? Wholly, yes. So if
I mean, I feel the name Wholly Kombucha is really cool. I mean,
thank you.
I mean, it really stands out. I mean, especially for international markets, we want to go into that. Can you tell us exactly why the name Wholly?
So, like I said, my journey started with veganism, and then overall, I took a 360-10 when I just started to learn more about health and wellness and alternative, holistic approaches to life. And that's just basically been my life for the last, I want to say almost 8 years now.
Okay.
But that's where the name Wholly stems from. For me, I pride myself in being able to do things, do it well, and also authentically. So when you look at the ingredient list of Wholly Kombucha or anything else that comes out of Wholly Kombucha, we really are particular not to just use anything in our product. So we could easily use apple juice from the shelf of stores, but we are making our own apple puree just because we want it to be as real and as authentic, made with good real food as possible. Not just the title, but in essence of the value of what we're putting inside. So Wholly Kombucha means that everything that you're drinking, you're finding it in the most wholesome form. We're not adding any artificial preservatives. We're not adding any additives. Our recent superfood edition, which is a Tranquil and Thrive, you'll find that Tranquil is blue and Thrive is orange, but there's no color. The blue from Tranquil is from blue spirulina. The orange here is from turmeric, activated turmeric. The red color from our hibiscus ginger flavor is purely from hibiscus tea. We're not adding anything just to sell color or just to make people affiliate themselves with how bright everything looks. Everything you're seeing or you're drinking is made from wholesome ingredients. So when you hear the name Wholly Kombucha, as the name suggests, it's basically the most wholesome version of kombucha you'll ever find, because it's all made from clean and pure ingredients.
Okay, that's interesting. But while you were talking, you mentioned that you make your own syrup from the apples.
Precisely.
So what, you actually blend the apples and you extract put it into the kombucha?
Yes.
Making it so that means you're not like going onto the shelf to buy. Okay, that's really healthy.
So we source our apples from one particular place, which the FDA requires you to do to know the source of the ingredients you're using. Yeah, before they validate or they certify you, you have to give them all of those details. So we source from one place, and then we process the apple ourselves. We core them ourselves, we puree them ourselves, and then we put them in, we ferment them with the kombucha. Same with our pineapple, same with our hibiscus, same with everything. So we're not buying any pre-made juices to use for our products. Everything is made in-house.
Okay, yes. That's the FDA, that's the Food and Drugs
Authority.
Yes. Okay, they are the authorities in Ghana that allow when you're producing stuff, they certify it to make sure it's on the market. It's okay for you to eat and okay for export and that. So she has the certification, meaning that the lovely products we have before us is good for you to take. Okay, so we're talking about Wholly Kombucha. Can you take us through exactly how these products of yours are made?
Yes, of course. So, as I mentioned earlier, Wholly Kombucha is we thrive on just being as authentic and real as possible. So, the base beverage for kombucha is Wholly Kombucha is kombucha. So we go through 2 different levels of fermentation. So the first round of fermentation, we introduce the SCOBY into our organic green tea and black tea. So at Wholly Kombucha, we use a blend of 2 teas, which is organic green tea and black tea. And then the SCOBY, which is a abbreviated form of symbiotic colony of bacteria and yeast, which is the life culture that makes kombucha what it is. So that takes regular tea to a fermented beverage. That's what the SCOBY does. So when we put the SCOBY inside, we leave it for it to ferment for at least 10 days. And then once the first round of fermentation is done, that's when we process the fruits, and in other cases the tea, and then we introduce that also into the first round of fermented kombucha, and then we let it sit for at least 3 to 5 days for an extra level of fermentation. And then after that, it's filtered, and then it's bottled and sealed and sent out for your consumption. Okay, that's nice. All right, so how long does the process usually take? Nothing less than 15 days. You know, sometimes it takes 12, sometimes it takes 13. It depends on also the season and the weather we're in. Relatively, we're in a temperate parts of the world, so there's lots of heat in Ghana. But during the rainy season, or very rarely the Hamatan season, because we haven't really seen Hamatan in
this year,
recent times.
thanks to global warming.
It's cooler, so we need more days for it to sit out to ferment, because we have a specific taste that we're looking for, and to be able to maintain that consistency, we have to make sure that it sits out. So it does not go beyond 15 days, because also we're not looking to make kombucha an alcoholic drink. The longer it stays fermented, the sharper it becomes and the stronger it becomes, and obviously the higher alcohol content. But because that's not the goal of Wholly Kombucha, to make this an alcoholic drink, we never go beyond 15 days. So I would say 10 to 15 days is the duration of the production.
But also, you mentioned something about getting the precise taste.
Yes.
So what happens within the 14 days you taste and doesn't have the precise taste?
It will always do.
It always
does. Yes, it always does. Yes, it always does. Because like I said, it's a controlled temperature room we have. But even in the rare case of it being extremely cool, maximum 15 days we're done. So usually we'll give it 12 days, but in rare cases where we have cool weather, which doesn't really happen in Ghana, by 15 days we're at the place that we want it to be.
Okay, that's good. 15 days. Okay, that's nice. All right, guys, you're watching Just for Women Africa. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend who knows a friend about Just for Women Africa. And today we have Nana with us from...
Well, I'm Ghanaian.
Okay.
My parents originate from the Ashanti region.
Okay, that's good.
And that's it.
That's
in terms of origin.
All right. Nana is the owner of Wholly Kombucha. Yep. All right. So how many flavors do you have?
We had 3 flavors for a really long time, but during the holiday season, we released 2 of our superfood trilogy. So there's one more flavor coming out in our superfood trilogy, which is the Thrive, Serene, and Tranquil. So Tranquil is made with blue spirulina, coconut water, kiwi juice, and lemon, obviously, with the base kombucha. It's all kombucha. And then Thrive is made from activated turmeric.
Which is the Thrive here?
Thrive is here.
Okay, so let's look at that. All right, so this is Thrive.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sure I put up a picture up. I'm sure we'll be able to see this really picture when it comes up.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So what Thrive is made from?
Activated turmeric. We have passion fruit in there. We have a little bit of coconut water. We have kiwi juice and also ginger.
And ginger.
Yes.
Well, I love ginger. I'm sure I love this.
Yeah.
All right. What flavor is this?
So that's Tranquil, which I just talked about, which is made from real blue spirulina, not color. Okay. And we have coconut water in there. We have kiwi juice also in there. We have lemon, just a splash of lemon, and then the base kombucha.
Okay.
And that's apple, which is basically just made from apple.
Okay. And I think it's pineapple.
Yes.
This is basically just
made from pineapple, yes.
Okay. And which is the last one?
This is hibiscus ginger, which is made from the hibiscus tea and ginger puree.
Okay. All right. So we have the 5 flavors here. But there's another flavor which will come out.
Yes.
Very
soon. Very soon.
Okay, that's good. All right. So I know you mentioned it earlier, but like I'm sure for people who are now probably just clicked onto YouTube, who probably just want to know it. What are the benefits of actually taking the kombuchas?
So there are so many benefits from taking kombucha, and I'll just list a few. So kombucha on its own, like I said, is a probiotic beverage. That means it's anti-inflammatory. It builds your metabolism. That's if you have issues with just your energy levels, you're always feeling tired and just like, you know, fatigued, draggy. Kombucha is the drink for you because it's not caffeinated. So if you're looking to stay away from caffeine but also finding a healthier alternative to like boosting your energy levels, kombucha is the drink for you. Like I said, it helps with acne. It helps manage diabetes in the sense of it has very low sugar levels. It's made, even though the tea is made with sugar, because the SCOBY feeds off of sugar. Bacteria feeds off sugar. That's why naturally when you eat lots of refined sugar, you have issues with candidiasis and all of that. But in this case, the SCOBY is feeding off of the sugar. So by the time the kombucha is harvested, 90% of the sugar is consumed by the SCOBY, because that's how the SCOBY grows. So the only sugar you're finding here is our fruit. So if you're looking for a way to manage type 2 diabetes, this is made from just actual sugar from real food or fruits, if I should put it in that way. And so that's a way to manage your sugar levels if you have diabetes as well. It manages your cholesterol, because obviously everything in here is not made with anything. It's cholesterol free. If you have issues with like arthritis, it helps manage all of that. I mean, if you have issues with acne, the probiotic, obviously, like I'm saying, I would be limiting myself by mentioning even all of the benefit because it's endless. Because like I said, a healthy body begins with a healthy gut. So everything that is to the left of what your health should be, by correcting the health of your gut, you're improving all of that.
Okay.
So a healthy gut basically starts you on the journey to a healthier lifestyle. So everything that seems to be wrong with your body, I can assure you that you're on the right path if you introduce probiotics into your diet.
That's interesting.
The only thing it won't let you do is maybe grow your hair. I don't know about that, but everything else.
Okay. Can we taste one of them?
Yes, of course.
Which one will you recommend?
Just because these two are the most recent, I want you to taste that. But our best sellers are apple and hibiscus ginger. So now I can't even pick now because I would say, you go with what you feel led to.
I love pineapple, but I have too much pineapple. So let's taste the one with ginger. I think this one, right?
Okay, good.
So we're about to taste.
This one also has a more pronounced ginger taste than this one. So if you want to taste ginger, hibiscus ginger is probably what you want.
So I want more of ginger,
yes,
which I love.
Yes.
So I'm going to taste this. The packaging, I'm telling you, is really lovely.
Thank you.
The labeling is good. It looks up to international standards.
Oh, thank you.
It has the batch number. It has manufacturing date. It has best before. Can you explain the best before? Does it mean there's expire? Is that your expiring date?
Yes. So thank you for that question. Actually, so kombucha doesn't expire. It just goes. It has a stronger taste as the days go by. So what we mean by best before is if you want to taste the flavors that we're selling to you, which in our case is the pineapple, the apple, the hibiscus ginger, then you have to consume it within the manufacturing date and the best before date. Now you can still consume it after. The only thing is it's stronger than what we've sent to you. Like I said, we're not looking to sell an alcoholic beverage. So the longer it stays in your fridge, the stronger it becomes and the more vinegary it becomes. So for example, for apple, you are likely, if you leave it in your fridge for like 6 months, you're likely to go towards the apple cider vinegar taste more than what we're selling to you right now.
Okay.
But so that's why we say best before, because it's not spoiled. It's just not also some people's preferred taste once it goes beyond the dates that we put on the bottle.
Okay, that's interesting. Thanks for explaining that.
You're welcome.
So people get to know. Okay, so this has hibiscus ginger.
Yes.
Okay, let's go through the ingredients. It has the saturated fat, which is 0%. It has the trans fat, which is 0%. Cholesterol, which is 0%. Sodium, 0%. Total carbohydrates, 2%. Dietary fiber, 0%. Sugar, 0.96%. I have protein here at 0%.
And that's 0.96% of the recommended daily value.
Okay.
Yeah, so those percentages are the percentage of your recommended daily value.
Okay, that's nice. All right, so we're about to taste it. This is my first time I have to taste it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right, so I'm opening
Did
it.
you hear that sound?
Yeah.
Although
this is good.
Chilled, but I'm sure you.
Yeah, this is really, really good.
Thank you so much.
I can taste the ginger. It's actually burning my mouth. It's really nice. I'm going to take more.
Thank you, Daniel.
You're welcome. Wow, this is a really great product.
Thank you.
I encourage everybody to get one in Ghana, all over Africa.
Thank you.
We'll be leaving her IG details at the end of the show. She'll be letting us know how she can contact her.
Yes.
But this is really, really good. I really love it.
Thank you.
All right, so you've been in business for 2020, said?
Yeah, well, part-time 2019 and full-time 2020, yes.
All right, so basically like a year or two.
Yes.
What have been some of those challenges?
So like I said, I don't think if I mentioned to you that our bottles are not sourced here locally.
Yes.
We've tried our very best to find local producers, but it's just not possible. So we've had to import our bottles, and I know that so many people are aware with it, because of COVID, there's so many supply chain issues. So many, and glass manufacturing companies are one of the biggest affected industries. So you're finding the shortage in raw materials, and in our case, that's our glass.
Okay.
So whereas at first it was a one-stop shop for like buying the bottles and having them imported here, now you have to travel a lot because so many glass manufacturing companies have shut down.
Okay.
Prices have gone up. Imports, shipping prices have also gone up. So that's kind of like the challenge we're facing now in terms of being able to source it at the right price so that we can also sell the product
At a good
at
price,
a reasonable
good
price and also make our profit, being able to be able to stay in business. So it would have been nice if we were able to source the bottles locally, just kind of to make everything, you know, within.
I'm sure people all over Africa are watching. I mean, if you want to be in business and you want to supply, you're making bottles.
No, you're so welcome. Please.
Just contact
Yes, please.
Nana.
Yes.
We'll be giving you the details at the end of the show.
Yes, please.
Which is quite good. I was going through your website, and I noticed you guys into recycle your products. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yes, so we are very big on just reusing and reducing and also recycling. So reducing the waste, like I said, we desire to stick with glass for as long as we possibly can, and that's hopefully forever. So what we are doing to just kind of create an incentive for customers to return the bottles is once you return your bottle, you get a 1 cedi credit off of your next purchase. Yes.
Wow. So if I buy and I return
20 bottles.
Nana, that's a lot of money.
That's, yeah.
1 cedi, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, 1 cedi is a lot of money. You're making good money once you're returning. Yes.
That's value for money.
Yeah, that's value for money. We're just basically encouraging you to bring your bottles because, especially in the season we're in, it's helping us to be able to cut down on our costs also. So once we are given that incentive, we've seen more people willingly return the bottles once we've offered this credit. So that's also helped us to be able to cut down on our imports and the shipping costs of bringing in more bottles now. So yeah, it's a win-win situation.
Yes, it is. It is really, really. I encourage everybody to make sure you go down to the stores, get Wholly Kombucha, get onto our IG page, hit up, get your orders. It's a great product to have. It's healthy.
Thank you.
All right. So if somebody wanted to make orders or get in touch with you, how can they do that?
We have all of our details on the bottle, actually, on the label here. But for people who haven't bought yet, you can contact us on Wholly Kombucha on Instagram. We have the Wholly Kombucha website. We actually have a form down there that you can fill to make inquiries or to place an order. And if you're in Ghana, you can also contact us. Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can also reach out to us on 055 291 5390. So again, 055 291 5390. We also stock with specific shops in Ghana. In the East Legon area, we have Thrive Whole Foods, which specializes in health foods. We have Bibs and Nom Nom Gaia Organics at Jawulu, which also specializes in health foods. And then we have Native Juice at Cantonments, which also specializes in the sale of health foods. So these 3 stores at the moment are where we sell if you're not buying from us directly, and they're also very capable of just sorting you out. Okay,
that's really quite interesting. So you guys, her details will be, I think, at the top here or here, but you definitely get her details where you can reach out. All right, so Nana, before you go, first of all, before we go, I'd like to thank Thea Coffee House at airport off the Patricia Lumba Road. They've been fantastic in hosting us.
Very lovely place.
Yes, you should come over, have lunch, have dinner. I'll be leaving out some pictures of what the place looks like. It's really, really nice. You can with your family.
I have to say that I tried their savory breakfast and it's really good also. Yeah.
You see? Right from a client, not from my mouth. So make sure you come over to Thea Coffee House at airport. You can miss it. You put it onto the Google Maps. I'm sure you'll find the place. Okay, just before you go, I usually ask women who come on the show this question. It has nothing to do with Wholly Kombucha or anything. But a lot of women say like it's hard getting up the ladder. They complain that men take advantage of them sexually. They just feel like it's a man's world. Men are not given them the right opportunities to get there.
Yeah.
Of course, for a woman, it's different from a man. I mean, when a woman finishes school, she gets a job, she gets married, she has a child. It's not like men don't give birth. So it's kind of. So, what advice can you give out to women out there, not just in Ghana but all over Africa, who are watching this program right now and want to know what exactly to do?
I think, and I hope to say this in the most well-meaning way as possible. For me, I can relate to all of the things that you've mentioned because as women, I think we're either identified by our bodies or our femininity or our, you know, it's always something, your weakness, if I should put it that way. But I've just always never made that my focus. I've always said that you can always only try, and the worst answer you can get is a no. And even with a no, you don't stop there. I think you even, when we're chatting, you even said something like, at least if you start and you fail, you know you've started.
Exactly.
And I think I've always worked with that mentality, especially after becoming a mother and having even a greater reason for doing what I do. I've always just known that life doesn't stop me. I just have to continue to face life head on. And because I do it to build a legacy for my children. I have 2 girls who I don't always want to go back home and say, because mommy is a woman, it's hard for her. I don't want to make that their focus. So for me, I'm always just attacking things head on. A very recent challenge is even the FDA. It's been almost a year of being able to get our certificate, and it's been so frustrating, and I've gone through the motions of, oh my gosh, you know, is this even worth it? But I just always cried, dusted my shoulders, and went again. And it's taught me so much about resilience, and I know that it's so hard to get up the ladder as women, and especially in our African continent, or even in the world in general. But I can also say, once you fight the good fight, is worth it. So for me, my encouragement to you is, you know, yeah, let's be frustrated, cry it out, but also remember to get back up, because life on the other side, when you look back at the journey, is always worth it. You can't go wrong with that. And if you're not doing it for anybody, just do it for the next generation, to be an example to the next generation. Yeah.
That's really heard it from Nana. Just do it for the next generation, because they're looking up to us or watching us. I think they're not watching us, but they are actually watching us. Okay, Nana, thanks a lot for coming on the show.
Thank you, Daniel. I was so happy to have you even do a taste test of my kombucha.
Oh, it's lovely. I'll be having more of these. I mean, you guys need to buy this.
So much.
All right, guys, thank you for watching Just for Women Africa. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, share the videos with friends, tell a friend who knows a friend about Just for Women Africa. And thank you, Nana.
Thank you, Daniel.
Till the next show.
Meeting you.
Yeah, you too. Till the next show, it is bye-bye. Make sure you go get the Wholly Kombucha. Bye.
Yay, bye.